Hi guys, today I'm going to be walking you through the basic steps of how to use the online resource Padlet. It's basically a collaborative space that helps you organize student information and has a way that students can also edit the information included in the Padlet. It's a great presenting tool and also becomes interactive when you want to release the kids with it. So this is what the Padlet homepage is going to look like after you have created your account. I just log in with Google because that's easiest for me. So we are going to start with Make a Padlet. I'm just going to click this button. We are going to do a wall style. And this is where it is going to create your Padlet. It presets a bunch of stuff and you have the ability to edit. So I'm going to edit my title to Chapter 14. And we're going to go down here and change the wallpaper to a history-appropriate background. Now I'm going to hit the back button. I am done making modifications, but you can change up the color scheme, the font style, and a bunch of different stuff as much as you please. I'm just going to hit Next. And now we're going to click Start Posting and putting the content into our Padlet. This little plus button down here is how you're going to create the tiles. So the first one I'm going to start with is Chinese Americans. This is going to be based off of a chapter in my history textbook. Now I'm going to click outside of the tile and then go back, click the three dots, and it's going to let me edit the color. I like to do this. You could assign it to different groups in the class or different people if you want to do it per person. I am going to just create a couple tiles based on these sections in the text. I'm going to also edit the color of this one. And on this one, I'm going to show you how you can insert a link. So, I like to embed videos into the Padlet. It makes it easy access. I don't have to worry about people being able to access it because it is right there for them. So if you double click the tile and click this little paperclip type thing down here, it's just going to pop up and want you to enter the URL. I have already copied and pasted it, so we're just going to paste and hit save. And now it's going to pop up with a little thumbnail in here. This is great for younger students because they're just going to click it. It's going to pop up with the embedded video. They can watch the video and then click out and still be all inside Padlet, which is fantastic to use with kids so that you can keep them on task. One big aspect that you will need to check on all Padlets you create to share with students is if you click share, and we're going to make sure that they have access to it. So we're just going to go change privacy. I like to keep mine secret so that just my class or whoever has the link can access it. And then we are going to give the visitors permission to edit. This is how I get all my students to be able to go in, change the Padlet, and add their own information. Now after we have saved these changes, we can just go back, and this is where you can share it with your class. Now you can copy the link. This would be great if you have an online classroom that all your students have access to. Just post the link, they can click it, and they'll be right here on this page. Or you can also use the QR code, which would be helpful if you had devices like iPads or tablets that have cameras, and they could just snap a quick picture and also be right here on the home page of the Padlet. Now, this is where students are going to be able to edit the information, so I'm going to show you one after the students have edited. This Padlet is post group discussion and post explanation of what the students are doing. So we have our title in here. We had put in some quotes for each group to interpret, and then we had also put in where it says 1, 2, 3, the different questions. And then all of this other information on the tiles is what students contributed. So you get a pretty close to live update on what information the students are putting into the Padlet. This will help you walk around and guide conversation if they're not exactly hitting the points that you want them to. They're also able to edit the format of the text, so they can do all of this. They made it bold. You can see over here that when students watched this video, they also inserted timestamps. So that's a really cool way to keep your students accountable for actually watching the video. There are many super cool ways to use this tool. These are just a couple, and I appreciate you watching this Padlet. This video was recorded using Screencast-O-Matic, and we also used the Padlet website. Thanks, guys!